Reggie, we done surgery. They put on a drip on everything. Alright.
Anytime ready, coach. Ready?
Want it? Which are ready? F up?
Alright, go.
You know, so no couldn't keep Pep Guardiola so long, so. No couldn't keep Pep so long, you know.
No, we couldn't keep, that's why.
Yeah, so then you have Pep.
Pep.
Yeah. I some think myself like them too, you know.
You're great, like it.
Yeah, man.
See, the music stuff at the start. Tough encounter today, coach. Journeying all the way to Mount Pleasant, the home of Mount Pleasant United, Draxall. How was it for your team?
I thought that we made the game tough. We made the game tough, especially in the second half as we start playing indiscipline. I thought we did what they had to do in the first half. They didn't come to the middle a lot. They play a lot of wing ball, which I think we contained them. Second half, I thought we just were all over the field. And when you play a quality team like Mount Pleasant and you let them play like this, you get hurt.
Okay, coach. Mathematically, you're unable to win the league this season, or you're off to the semi-finals. What is the mindset heading into those games?
More win the league. Simple as that. More win the league.
That is it.
Yeah.
Okay, coach. We've seen that you've strengthened your team with the introduction of Peter Lee Vassell, excellent midfielder coming from Montego Bay. What is the mindset now?
He has to do more, because the football, I haven't played like 2 years now. The football it evolves. It's more pace. Players are playing more faster, they're more conditioned. So he has to get himself up. We have to get him up as a coaching staff and as a team, to let him compete. Quality player, yes. So we have work to do with him.
Okay, coach.
Coach, this is seen as a derby match in terms of Mount Pleasant now against Montego Bay, the North Coast derby. The crowd was out. You were in the game. What was the mindset coming in this match?
Just like how we played the second half. We wanted to win, basically. We wanted to win. We wanted to break the home record in terms of winning streak. But like I said, when you play quality like Mount Pleasant and you don't play discipline, you're really going to get hurt, And for me, it's not like, it was not derby to me. It was just a normal game. It's like people put it, Tegat against Tappa and derby, Mount Pleasant against, it's just a normal game for us. This way we practice. And we came out today just again, second half, we just were all over the field.
Coach, I noticed in the game, Demaro Phillips, he was that you have him in the middle, we know he can dominate the middle, but we saw you put him wide. What was there? You move in the middle or what was there?
This is football, again, you got to try players here and there. I thought he did well outside here, but the second half in discipline again. So as coaches, you have to know what the players can do, but they have to believe in it too. And if you don't believe in what the coach, sometimes you go to even the States and maybe a coach put in a different position, but you say it's not your position, but it's where the coach see you fit. But so you have to just be disciplined and play a role.
Coach, big match today, West Coast derby. In the first half, practically, you could see that you guys wanted to channel Topi on his weak side and also to stifle Sule Makala. It was working in the first 15 to 20 minutes, but after that, I think the boys indiscipline crept in. And
I thought it worked right through the game. It worked right through the game. It's just the middle we gave up in the second half. And one player, they have some nice touch players. And when you give touch players those quality to dribble and do what they want to do, we get hurt.
Also, in transition, a lot of times they had less number in the back, and the goalkeeper or any player at all did not, spring the ball out in the flanks and in the wide areas and so on to get counters on them. What caused that?
Again, sometimes when you losing game, players' mind is all over the field, so it's hard to get back. And as a coach, you try to get them back in the game. It's gonna be hard, But then nevertheless, it's part of football. We have work to do. We have 2 more games to play to finish the round, and then we just start prepare, which we start preparing already for the semi-final, finals, quarterfinals.
What's next from this defeat?
Win the league.
Coach, one more question before you go. Funny that you mentioned goalkeeper, coach. You have a big decision to make. Your goalkeeper kept this game 2-1 today.
We don't have no big decision, you know.
And you have an
He is, listen, let me tell you something. We don't have no big decision. Right now, the first string goalkeeper, he's going to sit on his ass on the bench because this guy is phenomenal right now. And we need to have somebody stepping up. And that's what we need. Latter part of the season, players must step up now. So there's no preferential. He's who's performing in the training, in matches. So right now, this Buffon, he's the number 1 goalkeeper right now.
All right, coach. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for talking to us.
I just want to say, and all I said to people, crime and violence. And I wish you guys would help me and send a message.
Definitely, coach.
Crime and violence must stop.
Crime and
We
violence
lose
must
the kids
stop.
them to the crime and violence. All right? Thank you.
Thank you for the message. All right, show it up.
Thanks, coach.
Yeah, man.
I'm straight, you know.
Yeah,
So let's stay on the mind of Tappa already? Legendary moment, you know. No.
Yes.
Action. Him. Daniel.
Yeah.
I'll put them on your back. One more.
Papate, are your glasses?
It's a Tegat.
All right, sit now. Good afternoon, good evening, coach. Tough encounter today. You played your closest rival, Montego United. They're the team who is second in the league. Mathematically, you have already won. You've finished with the most points for this season, so let us congratulate you. What is the mindset heading into the semi-final?
We can't talk about the semi-final as yet. We have 3 more games to play. So the mindset is always the next one. We have completed this afternoon encounter against Montego United. So we get ourselves brush off and look for Thursday's encounter.
Okay, coach, seeing you sit down in this press conference, seeing you after the game, before the game, you seem so calm and comfortable. It's like you have already known that you've already won. Is that mindset that you have?
Well, when you put in the work during the week and you see the attitude of the players, then you can't worry about anything. It's just for the players to go out there on the day and execute.
Coach, congratulations on reaching the semi-final. Well, a wonderful job by you and the coaching staff and also management team. Going into this game, a lot of coaches will say that maybe already know that they're qualified, they will play some other players. But even when you switch from the A players and go to the players on the bench, we'll call them the finisher, you still have a strong team. Tell us about that depth in your team.
Well, that is the depth in the team that any coach would want. And again, as I said, we're coming up to the semi-final, the last part of the dance, and everyone wants to be involved. So it's just for them to go out there and show that they want to be a part of the semi-final.
Tactically, Montego Bay is good in the wide areas. But today, defensively, you stop them from getting squares in the box, playing the balls in the half space and stuff like that. So in attack, you kind of minimize their chances going towards goal. What was the plan defensively?
Well, again, you set up your team according to the opponent that you're up against. So when you watch the Montego Bay United team would have known their strengths and weakness. So as much as possible, we try to minimize their chances.
In terms of physically, your team, to me, is one of the best team when it comes on to fitness. You can see in the 1v1s in 50-50, you come out on top against a Montego Bay team who is good also. Could you tell us a little bit of what is going on in terms of training?
Well, nothing is really going on. We have a Lamar Morgan and Dwayne Peters. That's their responsibility to get the players up for us as coaching staff. So they are doing an excellent job where that is concerned.
Coach, we noticed that you have two exciting players on the wing, number 24 and the number 7. They are very excited players. It's good to have them in excited players in the league. But we noticed that one Daniel Green is out for 2 matches. He's coming off the bench. Is the team that playing that well that Daniel Green can get a start in this team?
Well, only you would have to answer that question because you're the one watching, so you would have known.
Okay. What was the mindset of a derby game? We noticed that it was sellers at derby. The crowd, spectator was there. They were in it. Montego Bay United versus the Mount Pleasant. It's slowly becoming an El Clasico. What was the mindset of the players going in?
Well, the mindset is always the same. It doesn't really matter the opponent. You know, we play every game to win. That is our main objective. We want to win the game. We want to keep a clean sheet. And it's no difference.
Coach, you're going now, you finish on top. You're going into the semi-final, you're going to rest and wait for the other. The top 6 is that tough year between the Tivoli and the Ripping and so on. Is there a particular team that you are looking out for to prepare for the top, for the one that finishes to be coming to play?
Well, it doesn't really matter the team. We know we at least probably 4 teams would have qualified already. So it's just for us to prepare for the one that the Mount Pleasant team would up against and do our best against them.
Coach, we've seen the introduction of another Asian player. Seems as though Mount Pleasant has a wonderful relationship with our counterpart in Haiti. Excellent player, more strength. What is the mindset? What is the was it a player that you guys were watching all along that you always wanted to introduce Mount Pleasant? Speak to us about the transition.
Well, yes, as I mentioned before, we always wanted depth in our team. So when you sit and you look on the complement of the team, then we want to add another winger. We want to add another 6 in a Clifford and a 10. So this is where the depth comes in. You know, so it's important when we have a lot of players we can select from.
Coach, the format of the competition, are you satisfied with the fact that Mount Pleasant at this stage was dominant team, most consistent team, probably the best team, and you still have the possibility of not winning the league?
Well, it's difficult to speak on that. Why? Because again, before the competition started, we would have known the format. So for us to come here now and find an excuse, we just have to find a way out to finish the competition on top.
But I'm just asking if you think it's about time now that the format is.
Well, again, we can sit and we can think anything, but again, it's the powers that be who sits at the table and make those decisions.
Okay, Coach, before you go, we're asking for an injury update. We saw one Alex Marshall playing against Pure United, and we saw the result of that. I haven't seen him feature. Can you give us an update? Will we be seeing him for the rest of the season, or is it?
Yes, definitely. He's recovering. You know, we have Tevin Shaw, we have a Bradford. Now we have to assess Jamari Topi and give an update and where we go from there.
Right.
Coach, last question. Clifford Thomas from Haiti. That player from Haiti, in my opinion, give you a different strength in terms of covering the backline. He continues to, he plays like he just wants to stay in that area, don't go far and just help the backline. What's your take on his performance today?
From Clifford is here, came here, That's a Clifford one. He sits, he's like the 1-1-9. Simple. Win it, give it to his 10, give it to the 8, find the wingers and play. So that's the sort of player I want right here.
Thanks, coach.
Thank you, coach.
All right.
Coach, you can't remember what you used to before, you know, like the way I thought, boring. When you have